what's working right now. So obviously, I have been super swamped with TikTok and Reels. I'm going to take it a little bit back to basics. I'm just going to talk to you as though you've never heard of TikTok training or you've never heard of Reels training or anything like that, because that's what's working right now. And I think the more simple we break it down, the easier it'll be for you to go out in there and start to apply it starting tonight. I mean, let's do it tonight. Let's make a TikTok tonight. So right now, what I'm doing is I am on TikTok. I'm trying to do it as consistently as possible. For me, what I'm doing right now is a little bit, I mean, what you're going to start doing is a little bit differently than what's working for me right now, because I'm still catching up with some applications. So I have been a little bit quieter on the app because I do want to give my newbies my full attention. They deserve that. I don't want them to miss out on my coaching just because I'm trying to plug people in the system. They invested in me and the business, so I want to invest in them. But if you do not have a TikTok that's blowing up or applications that are blowing up right now, I really encourage you to stay consistent on TikTok, making at least 3 a day. And the beautiful part about TikTok are drafts. So what you can do, here I have in plain sight, I have my Rhonda the ring light right here. It was $40. Okay. Ask for this for Christmas, an early Christmas gift. Okay. It extends up to 6 feet. And it goes down so you can bring it with you wherever you go. Now, I do not have, I haven't seen friends in a while to take my photos for me, and Dan just sucks at it, honestly. So I just set my phone up right in front of the window, and I make sure that I record at least 3 a day. And even on the days where I'm not posting, because I'm so wrapped up in the back office, doing things and coaching newbies, I'm still making my TikToks daily. This way, I have them in my arsenal. That's what I call my dress. I have them in my arsenal, ready to go, ready to fire when I need them. So what I like to do is keep TikTok a really awesome place to make a funnel. Like I said, I've been consistent on Instagram for years now. And so how frustrating was it to have to follow and then unfollow and wait for the request back and I have to go follow all these people. I don't do that anymore because of TikTok and Reels. So I encourage you guys to get out of your comfort zone, make your profile on Instagram public. This way you can do attraction marketing and people can start coming to you. I cannot tell you the last time I have followed a new Instagram account, unless it was like somebody on Dancing with the Stars or something. Okay, so I just go to TikTok. I upload my short, cute little thing where I'm pointing at different things, telling my story. I am not creative whatsoever. So don't feel like you need to be a super creative person to be on there and to execute. Go to our pages and I'm giving you permission. Here's my permission. Here you go. You can copy anything that I do. Okay. Just not my, don't upload my video, but here you go. Copy anything we do, guys, and just upload it and make it yourself. Make sure you have really good lighting, and then the shorter the caption, the better for your opportunity TikToks, because people aren't going to read it half the time. So you catch their attention with the video, and then in the caption, make sure you just say, now hiring. I like to put now hiring in capital letters, and then I say must be 18 plus, motivated, and have a positive attitude. Follow me on Insta, or fill out the application in my bio on Insta. Okay. Once that starts getting some traction, that's when I see my followers start to go up on Instagram, because now they're creeping on me. All right. They're like, who is this girl? I only can see 15 seconds. I'm inspired, but I don't trust her. She seems crazy. I don't believe her. This is probably a scam. Let me go creep on her Instagram. So then they take it to Instagram. Okay. They fill out my application after creeping through my photos, I'm sure. And, that's why I'm happy we talked about the application last night. So then they go to my Instagram, they're looking through my stuff, they see how consistent I am in my captions and me sharing about the opportunity, and then they're sold. Okay. So it is a beautiful mixture of not just posting random you can't just post random TikToks and explode to mass and roll. You have to have a sequence, it's a full circle of things that they need to see your face, trust you through your Instagram captions. Your followers are now growing, and that's why it's also really important to stay consistent on stories as well, so that they see your face. That's what's working. That's also what's working. They're seeing my face. They're seeing, okay, her face matches her TikTok, so okay, she's legit, same girl. Okay, oh, that's her voice. she has an accent, she's from Jersey, all right. Like then they like see me doing other things and they're like, okay, like she's not a robot, like she is a real person. People think like we're all scammers truly when you go on TikTok. So you need to give them a reason to trust you. And that's why it's like a double whammy there, and you have to be really consistent on whatever platform you're using to funnel them over to, whether that's Facebook or Instagram. Instagram is what's working for me right now. So there's that. That's what's working. Then you take your TikTok, you save it, you upload it to your reels. Next thing you know, you have, it's like, what is it? Like doubling down on blackjack is what I think I called it on one of my Zooms. It's like when you double down on blackjack, you're betting double the amount of money for one of your things to go to hit somebody, you know, like for it to, not to go viral, because I don't like using that word. And that's something I do want to touch on real quick before we pass it. But you're doubling down on your chances of people to see it. Like there are TikToks that I have not a lot of views on, but I uploaded it to Reels and they have over 100,000 views because I doubled down and I played my card. You know, like I doubled down. I'm throwing in another hand. Like I think I'm putting my money on Instagram as well, not just TikTok. And that's why it's just been such an awesome thing, because when you're public on Instagram, you can get into people's explore pages. I'm looking at Peyton right now, who just went Ruby with me. I'll buy 2.0. We just went Ruby at the end of last month, and she found me on the explore page of Instagram just because she was looking through, you know? So I just encourage you guys to get really disciplined with all that and to put yourself out there. I know it can be a little freaky, but get yourself a little ring light here. Don't overthink it. Sometimes, I mean, honestly, the ones that have done the best for me have been the ones where I didn't even have my ring light on. And it was just like me doing like a selfie video, just walking and listening to music. Honestly, those are the ones that have done the best for me. But if you want to feel a little bit more professional, you can go and, you know, just have it set up for you right here. The one thing that I do want to talk to you guys about regarding TikTok and Instagram, a ring light, like $40. This was like $40, I think. They went down in price. I texted all of my leaders when I bought this one, because I had another one that broke, and I paid like $120. And I just went onto Amazon maybe 2 weeks ago and got this one for $40. I can share the link with you. It's really, just type in ring light on Amazon. But I want you guys to just stop taking the pressure off of going viral. And I was talking to 2 girls on my team about this, because I have a lot of teammates that are pumping out content and they're like, I'm not going viral. Like, why am I not going viral? Like, I would be able to catch up with you if I had one video that went viral. And you're putting so much pressure and tension on that piece of content when you are pressing submit, like that you're posting it. Stop trying to go viral. Just stay consistent, and you're going to get a little bit of leads here, a little bit of leads there, a couple applications here, a couple more follows there. And then before you know it, you're having fun with it. And one of your videos will have good energy behind it and it will go viral. I promise. But just stop trying to go viral, because every one that I post, I'm like, this is the one, I'm gonna go viral. Like, I love how my hair looks here and I have the cutest outfit on, like I got ready today. And those are not the ones that do it. So stop taking the pressure off of it, or stop putting so much pressure on going viral. You don't need to go viral to mass enroll distributors right now. You just have to be freaking consistent. And so another thing that I'm doing too, I don't know how much time I have, but something that's been working for me too is having a highlight in my Instagram story, something that you can really bring people in with just telling your story with, and having them when they're creeping on your Instagram after they follow you from TikTok to Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, you guys, you'll see right here in my second highlight, there's a silly picture of me and it says my story. Make sure you have that visible. Like, it's not at the end of your highlights. Make sure it's at the front, because I have so many people that click on that story and they'll swipe up from that story and say more info, because I do have a call to action on it. You can just literally copy mine. You guys use over, unfold, whatever you have to do. I'm sure your leaders have templates, but yeah, at the end it says swipe up and type more info. And I'm getting people from TikTok and Reels, like my explore page, swiping up here and typing info there. And that's how I'm getting a lot of people too. So they're getting the full picture of who I am, what I do, why I'm excited, why they should trust me. And that is what's working for me right now.
I love it. Y'all, drop a 2 in the chat if you use TikToks and Reels. If you already have TikToks, you already have Reels, and I want you to drop a 3 in the chat if you've never made a TikTok and never made a Reel. Okay, there's really not a lot of 3s, but I'm challenging you, all of those of you that are putting a 3, find someone tonight. Go to TikTok, find Kim, find Rachel, find Morgan, find Kels, find me, find any of us, and go make some TikToks, okay? And post them tomorrow. That's my challenge to you. Go get a TikTok up tomorrow and then save that and go post it over on your Reels. And I promise you that if you just step out of your comfort zone once, all the ones after that get 10 times easier. You just got to start. And the thing that I told myself is at one point, Facebook was brand new to me. At one point, Instagram was brand new to me. At one point, doing anything was brand new to me. And so if I would have stopped and never used TikTok because I couldn't dance or I didn't think I was cool enough to get out there and do any of those dance moves, I mean, y'all, Mark Pentecost is using TikTok. All right. He's talking about TikTok. He's making references to it on Family Call all the time and singing all the songs. Get out there and do it. Okay. All right. Morgan, we're going to hear from you. So guys, who was on and saw Morgan flash her planner to everybody and just see all these names all over her thing and you were like, ee, I feel conviction, like that was for me. Yeah, look at all those comments, Morgan. Everybody's like, oh crap, I have not been talking to enough people. So I wanted Morgan to get on here and share with you, how did she get those numbers or those names? How are those names in her planner? So Morgan, take it away, friend.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna just kind of start from the top. So first off, everything that Kim said is so true. And I love her tips on TikTok, so I won't get too much into that. But I do kind of want to segue that because that's what's working for me too. And so without getting into too much detail about my TikToks, I literally just save my TikToks and I post them on Instagram Reels, okay? It's not hard. You're not making 2 separate videos. You're working smarter, not harder. It takes 2 seconds to save your video on TikTok, and you can actually have it sit like on the settings where it saves automatically to your camera roll. So I have that, and then I just upload it to Reels, okay, on Instagram. So when I do that, I find followers. I had this video about like somebody bring me chicken nuggets and it went it was a voiceover and it did go viral on Instagram and I gained thousands, literally thousands of followers from that. I started off with 19,000 followers on Instagram before Reels was a thing. 19,000 followers or 17, something like that. I'm almost at 29,000 and I've gained 400 just today. And it's all from Reels. And one thing that I want to say too is what Kim said about going viral. So true. You don't have to go viral to be able to be successful at this business, okay? But I will also say that you might have a video that goes viral like 2 weeks after you post it. That's what happened to me today. I don't know what the heck happened, but a video that I posted literally 2 weeks ago just went viral and now it has over 385,000 views. And it's not about the business, but guess what, guys? People are seeing that and they're adding me on Instagram because of that video. So now my followers has grown and I'm using it to my advantage. I'm posting so much on my stories because I'm also posting on my actual feed. But what do you look at when you go to Instagram? Do you scroll down or do you scroll to the side at the top? Do you look at the stories or do you look at your feed? I look at my stories. Put a 1 if you look at your stories first. Okay, blow your stories up. Other leaders in this business might tell you something different, but I swear by more stories, more interaction. The more stories you have, the better, because they're in chronological order, meaning that if I posted a video more recently than you, I show up before your name. My box is first, yours is after mine. So the more I can post, the better. Side note, I understand that most of you have a job, most of you have kids, and you can't post on your story every hour. I want you to make that your goal, so that if you can't post every hour, you're at least thinking about it that consistently so that as soon as you're able to post, you do. Does that make sense? So if your goal is once every hour, then you might end up being able to post once every 3 hours because you can't have your phone at work. okay? You can also pre-plan your content for your stories ahead of time by doing a couple different stories. Like I'll do like an unboxing of something that nobody probably cares about, but you kind of do, because that's why we all watch reality TV, right? We just love watching people's life, and it doesn't really matter what it's about. And so I'll do that on a Sunday, and I'll save it, and I'll post it on a Wednesday when I don't really have a lot to talk about. And me and Shay joke that we get our BoxyCharm just so that we can have content to post about, because we're like, our lives are not that exciting. We just sit around at home all day, so I'm going to get a BoxyCharm subscription. Anyways, so make sure you're posting on your stories. Post your face. Like Kim said, it's no wonder that we all have the same tips, because what we're doing works. Like success leaves clues. It's not just her saying to put your face on your story for the heck of it. Like it works. And so I posted a story today, showing my face and talking about the business, and I had so many people. Look at this. See all the blue dots? Look at the requests. Okay, that's from the last 2 hours. And they're probably all saying cleanse because I posted a cleanse thing earlier today. And so I'm purposefully posting things that are in my story about the products. And that's how I'm signing so many customers. So I know this is about like getting your potentials list. Like we're about to do an enroll-a-thon in 2 days, and we want to make sure that you have a potentials list that you can follow up with on Friday, so that you can get that enrollment, so you can get people during the enroll-a-thon. So some things that you're going to do is do things on your story that people are going to swipe up on. I just got information for someone to order the cleanse. I'll post that after I get done talking, or I'll put that in after I get done talking, but she's from a story on Instagram. I signed 55 loyal customers last month, and everyone in the company was swiping up and saying, how are you enrolling all of these people? Where are you finding all of these people? And I told all of them Instagram stories. And I know Rachel's going to talk about host to post later on. And I got some from host to post too, but my stories were blowing up so much that I hardly even had time to do host to post too. And I ended up signing up so many people. So be consistent on your stories, but that also comes from, like we said before, Reels and TikToks. Okay. If you're doing those things and getting people on your Instagram, you're adding to your network, you're getting people to see your stories, and you're posting about the cleanse, you're talking about your kids, you're talking about the food that you made, you're talking about your life, you're sharing fun things, you're talking about stuff that's not about the business to keep them interested, then bam, do a cleanse. It's like a hook. What is it? Punch, punch, right hook. What is that? You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, it's a book. And so whatever. You end up doing, like, you post all this stuff, and then you get them with the cleanse post. And that's whenever jab, jab, right hook, punch, punch. Okay, anyways, I'm done with myself. Okay, so what I wanted to talk to y'all about is, once you do have people swiping up on the cleanse, or whatever things that you're doing, host to post, whatever, and they're interested, here's what I want you to do. This is what I do, and this is how I use my planner. So when someone replies, I do not take this around all the time. And I think that that's what intimidates people about using a planner, is they're like, I don't want to look like this all day. Okay, I don't do that. I didn't take this with me when I worked 2 jobs 6 days or 7 days a week, 65 hours a week. Like, I kept this at home, but I was still doing this same method. And I've done this same thing since 2016. Okay, this is what I do. When someone tells me they're interested in a product, they respond back to me. Okay, please hear me. I do not do this to everyone I message. This is just the people who respond back to me. They tell me that they're interested, I screenshot it. And so I have screenshots. This is my camera roll from today. I screenshot it. So now I'm in the car in the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A, screenshot. Somebody just replied back to me, boom, screenshot. Use my text replacement, use my word board, get back to them in 0.3 seconds, boom, screenshot. Now I come home, and at night, before I go to bed, I write out my stuff that I need to do. I write out my KPI list, whatever. And then I write their names down by going through my camera roll. And I see their name, and I write their name down. And also, if they're really interested, that's the girl I just got the cleanse info from. She's super interested, so just drew a star. You can do that if you have an iPhone. You literally screenshot it and just start drawing, okay? That's how I get this list together. So I put their name down here, and the ones that are highlighted in yellow, those are my potential distributors. Because I go live on Facebook every other Sunday with my team, and we do an opportunity call. And we talk about the things that were terrified us before we joined this business and how they can overcome that. I want to know who I need to invite to that, and I don't want to have to sift through my potentials list. And I write their name down on the day that I talk to them for the first time. So if I talk to somebody today, their name's going to go here tonight before I go to bed. These are the ones I talked to yesterday. These are the people I talked to on Monday. So when you see me, though, here's the thing. When you see me enroll 55 loyal customers, it's not luck. It's not, oh my gosh, everybody that she talks to signs up and I suck and nobody I talk to responds and that's what you sound like when you say those things in my head. This is how many people I want you to see. And that 55 people in 1 month is how many customers I've signed. And then I signed 33, 32, 34, something distributors, okay? But I want you to see how many people I talk to in a week to get those numbers, okay? Much more than that. That's 1 week. Okay? It's not because I talked to 55 people and they all signed up. Okay? And I'm not bragging. I'm trying to get you to understand that you can do this too. You're just not talking to enough people. Increase the amount of people that you talk to. Increase the amount of people that are going to say yes. Also, spoiler alert, when you talk to more people, you're also going to hear no more. Because you're talking to more people. If I go and ask 100 people if their favorite color is purple, I could potentially hear no 100 times. If I go ask 2 people if their favorite color is purple, I'm only going to hear 2 no's, but I'm also only going to potentially have 2 yeses. You always talk to more people. Always. I'm not signing enough people. You're not talking to enough people. Because they're out here and they want the products. That's not in question. Put a comment, put a 1 in the comments if you signed a customer last month. A customer. Look at the chat. The problem isn't the products. The problem's not, oh, can people afford this? The problem's not the company. You're not talking to enough people. So go increase your numbers. Stop complaining. Stop whining. I love you, but stop whining. And stop talking about the things that are not happening and start speaking the things that are not as if they were, and they will start to become those things. If you want to be a mass enroller, start saying that you are. But then show up like one. You want to be a mass enroller? This is what their planner looks like. Or maybe they don't have a planner, Shay, and that's okay too. But if they do have a planner, this is what it looks like. And here's the thing, guys. Your system of keeping up with people might be different. But at the end of the day, if you're not talking to this many people, you can't expect to enroll that many. And it's not luck. It's following up. It's consistency. I had a girl today tell me that she was interested when she told me no in 2018. So it's not because I just get lucky. It's not because I had a TikTok go viral. It's not because I post on my story and I just had this like magic touch. My magic touch is me saying, I am a mass enroller. You know what? Last month, I'm going to throw this out here too, and then I'll stop. Last month, I had enrolled hardly any customers, and I don't remember if I told Shay or not, but I was like, I'm so frustrated because I cannot sign customers. Like, every single freaking person I talk to, I cannot sign a customer. I'm so annoyed. And then I was like, wait a second. I need to stop saying that. I'm speaking crap into existence. I'm speaking out what I don't want. Yeah, okay, I told Rachel. That's who it was. Yeah. I said that, and then here's the thing. And y'all will have to put like something in the chat if you agree with this or if this has ever happened to you. I started saying, I was like, I can't sign customers. I'm so annoyed. Literally no one that I'm talking to is ordering. This is so frustrating. And yeah, it was frustrating. But the more that I was sitting in those feelings, the more that anytime someone did say no, or they said, oh, let me think about it, it became proof in my head as to the reasons why I wasn't going to be able to enroll anyone. And then they would say, oh, I have to wait till I get paid. I said, boom, see, I told you. Oh, I knew it. Again, of course. Or, oh, well, I'm just like not that interested, but thank you though. Of course you are. Like, I literally just cannot sign a customer. Anybody else?
I just can't sign a customer. You should just say it in the whiny voice.
In that
I
whiny
was just about to say that. I was like, Kels, add the whining voice. It makes it sound so stupid.
So y'all, seriously, I started saying those things to myself, and then I was like, wait a second, I preach this to my team all the time. And I need to take my own advice. My advice, if you came to me and said that, I'd be like, change the story you're telling yourself. You can't sign customers because you keep saying you can't sign customers. And then you start to believe it, and you start to manifest it, and then you're not even noticing the people who are interested. So change your story the minute. And I told my team this too. I was on a Zoom with them and I said, I'm changing my story. I am a mass customer enroller, and I can sign people, and I don't know how. And I'm going to talk to just as many people, because the amount of people I talked to didn't really change. I was already talking to so many people, but my mindset did. And if you're not talking to enough people, you need to talk to more. But my mindset shifted, and it made all the difference. I went from enrolling like 5 people in the first like 2.5 weeks of the month to in bed and being completely bedridden for a whole entire 2 weeks and enrolling 40 loyal customers when I didn't feel good. I showed up anyways, and I did the thing that I said that I couldn't do 1 week before that. I said, I can't be a mass customer enroller. This is so annoying. Nobody wants to order. And I shifted my story, and I started to see it unfold exactly how I spoke it in my head. So what you see in here is what you're going to see in your e-suite. So change your story, and you're going to change your business.
It's getting hot in here. I'm sweating through my hoodie. So freaking fire. Literally, I had goosebumps cover my body when you said drop a 1 who has enrolled a customer this month, and everybody dropped a freaking 1. That is so powerful, and I want y'all to think about that. You want to know how all those people dropped a 1? It's because they had been in people's inbox. They had people, they were at actual conversations. They were doing the host to post. They were talking. And what's crazy is I wrote down 3 things that I was going to talk about, and Morgan and Kim said all 3 of them. So I'm like, should I say it again? Yes, I should, because it's what works, dude. I have people ask me every single day, okay, every day, not only people on my team, but people in the company, people in other industries that are like, how are you always enrolling? Every time I post a screenshot of a distributor enrollment, how are you doing it? I'm going to tell you one thing, and I know you've heard it before. I'm going to see if y'all can guess it. What do you think it is? What is my number 1 thing that is why I enroll? Let's see if y'all can guess it. Oh, boom, Kelsey, first one, girl. Consistency. That is how you enroll. That's how you get numbers. That's how you get distributors. That's how you promote. That's how you lead your team. That's how you learn how to do this business. That's how you become a professional. Consistency. When I don't want to do it, I do it. When I'm going through life, I do it. When I don't want to get 10 hosts to post up, I get 10 hosts to post up. When I don't want to talk to people because I'm frustrated or I'm overwhelmed, like literally I cried this morning. Can I just be transparent with y'all? I'm overwhelmed. I'm in so many conversations. When Morgan shared that on her story, I was just looking before I got on here and was like, that number says 99 plus. I don't even want to know how many are in that. But I keep saying in my head, I'd rather be overwhelmed than underwhelmed, like Kelsey's told us all week. Overwhelmed, overwhelmed, overwhelmed. Thank God I get to do this. I get to be in this many conversations. I get to talk to people. I get to change lives. I get to help people feel more confident. I get to help people change their entire world. I get to, because I'm choosing to be in more conversations. And I also put on here success in numbers. And I want y'all to write that down all in caps. We've said it about 12 times since we've been on this Zoom. If you want to mass enroll, if you want to make massive results, I can sit here and name off 2 people last month on my team that went Ruby. They enrolled over 40 customers as brand new distributors from post to post, from the tips that we're sharing. They didn't know a single one of those people. One of them was my very first distributor I ever enrolled in the business. She's been in the business before. She didn't have a warm market anymore. She's already enrolled all of them. She had to start completely from fresh and use the resources that we had. And she was talking to so many people and she was on fire. She was like, okay, another person told me no, but they said that they're going to sign up next month. Okay, another person told me next Friday. You know how long now that means she's going to find success? She's going to get 40 customers every month now because she set herself up for next Friday. and 2 weeks after that, and next month, on the 1st, on the 15th. That's what makes me hype. Because when I can have all these conversations and Morgan has all these screenshots for days and all these people she's talking to, there's never going to be a day that she doesn't have conversations with people from people she talked 2 weeks ago. There's never going to be a day where she can't sit there and pull a customer out of her rear end because of the amount of people she talked to. Like, oh, I got to get it faster. I'm going to get it because I got the conversations, right? And so I wanted to share that with y'all. And before I forget, we forgot last night to tell y'all to wear black. Everybody wear white tomorrow. I'm not going to wait until the end because I'm going to forget and we'll forget. So everybody wear white. But I love that. That is so important. And I think that a lot of times I've done coaching calls with a lot of people today, and a lot of them started out exactly the same way that Morgan started this, of just like, nobody wants to buy the products for me. Nobody wants this. I'm not finding success. And nothing's more frustrating than when I go to their social media and they haven't posted in 3 weeks. Nothing's more frustrated to me when I can say, I haven't seen you on a single Zoom in weeks. Nothing's more frustrating to me when I say, I haven't got a single screenshot from you. Can you send me a screen recording of your hosted posts that you've done? Oh, I haven't done them. If you want to find success, it's not the people that are going to be lazy that are going to find it. It's the people that are going to say, I don't want to, but I'm going to. I don't have the energy, but I'm going to message. I didn't get any comments on my hosted post, so I'm going to get creative and pivot and find a different way that I can. Just because it's not working, or you're not posting because you don't know what to post, or you're not messaging because you don't know what to say, it's not an excuse. That's what you have uplines for. That's what you have us for. We're doing this Zoom obviously because we care about you and we want to show you what we're doing because it works. And I'm pretty sure I'm in all of these people's team pages, and there are resources for days, posting resources, messaging resources, hosted post trainings, and we wouldn't be sharing it if it didn't work. And it's what we've been doing every single day. And I want y'all to hear that. And I want to say that y'all are so lucky to be on these 5 teams. So lucky to be on these 5 teams, because there are so many other teams that don't have trainings, that don't have resources, some people that don't have uplines at all. So use the resources that we're giving you and share that from the rooftops so loud that you have all these resources, and use them. Don't just let them go to waste. Kelsey, do you have something to share? I feel like you're fighting at the bits. Oh, Morgan does. Morgan does. Go, Morgan.
I have one thing. I promise I'll make it quick. I know I already talked. I want to give you all your time. Also, I like how you blacked out your nails with me for tonight, Shay. Okay, really quick. I saw somebody say this in the chat, and I don't want to move on before we discuss this because I know there's other people who feel like this. They said, hey, let me find it again. Something like, I'm scared worrying about hearing no keeps me from bothering people. Anybody feel like they're bothering people or they're scared to hear no? Put a 1 in the chat. It's okay if you're not, and it's okay if you are. Put a 1 in the chat. All right, here's the deal. I want you to write your enroller's name in the chat. Who signed you up? Just their first name, just real quick. Put their name in the chat. Okay. Where would you be if they were too scared for you to say no? That they didn't make the TikTok that you found to find this business? What if they didn't message you that day because they were afraid you'd say no? What if they didn't post because they were afraid of what people thought about them? Would you have that extra income? Would you be able to pay for your kids' Christmas? Here's the deal. You're not saving anyone, you're not helping anyone, and you're not serving anyone by keeping this opportunity to yourself. You're being selfish. And I love you enough to tell you that, because I think you, in your head, think that you're being noble by not messaging people and not bothering people. But really, you're being selfish. Because if you had the cure to an illness or a disease, wouldn't you tell other people about it? Of course you would. If you had the cure to the very thing that people are crying at night about because they can't afford their Christmas for their kids or the food on their table, they can't afford the car to get to work for a job that doesn't pay them enough to put a good roof over their heads, and they need this opportunity, they've never heard about it before, and you have the answer, but you're afraid that they're going to say no, so you just don't even bother. What if they say no? Well, anybody in here heard no? Just quick raise your hand if you've heard no. Take a big deep breath. Oh, well, you're still alive. Can still breathe, so you're fine. So if you hear no, you're okay, no big deal. That's all right. You're still going to be alive. What's the worst that can happen? They say no, who cares? Moving on to the next one, because we're looking for the ones who say yes. The ones who say no aren't saying no to you. They're saying no for now. and they're saying no to the opportunity or to the products. They're not saying no to you. Guess who else gets told no? Toddlers. They're still alive. Guess who gets told no? The guy at Chick-fil-A, and he doesn't throw his headset off when you don't want a large fry instead of your medium fry and say, I'm going to quit my job. He keeps on going anyways, and he always asks because someone might say yes, and that's what we're looking for. We're not looking for the ones who say no. Maybe they'll say no, but maybe they'll say yes. And they definitely won't if you don't ask. You have the ability to help so many people. Don't hold that back. Don't hold that to yourself. Don't be selfish with this opportunity. Share it with everybody. All right, Kelsey, go.
I want Rach to go next because I missed her.
Yeah. I was going to say, drop a 3 in the chat if you told your upline no. If they reached out to you and you said no the first time you saw a post. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Morgan, did you say no too?
Yeah, I said no.
Look at that, guys. Look at all those 3s and all the people that are in the business now. That's so powerful. I love this. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all one thing about Rachel Jones, y'all. Okay, Rachel Jones brought Host to Post to It Works in 2018. She got loud about it. She took it to every team, and she changed all of our businesses. I basically owe my paychecks to her. I basically owe her commission because every customer I enroll is because the scripts that she shared. And so y'all want to make sure that you take notes on all of this. Listen closely. Put your phone down. And I'm sorry, Rachel, no pressure, okay? But everybody needs Rachel in their life when she shares all of this, because Host to Post is how we mass enroll. It's how I went ambassador. It's how I went from double to ambassador. And so I'm really excited for y'all to hear from her.
I'm like literally delirious, like looking around like, who's freaking Rachel? Why are you building me up like this? Like, we're acting like I got all these secrets and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, listen, guys, I don't know. Just give us some love like Morgan. I'm a words of affirmation type of person. And this is what, day 5, day 4, day 3. We've been up in your butts for the last freaking however many hours. And I start to get a little insecure thinking I have nothing else to offer and you guys are tired of me. And then I get even more insecure when I'm on a Zoom and I get done. Once I'm done talking, I go to the chat room and I just go see if I missed anything or what everybody said. And it makes me very insecure when people say, wow, she doesn't breathe. Wow, slow down. And then I'm like, did they even hear anything I said? Yes, I talk fast, okay? But anyways, if you're annoyed with me, I'm sorry. Shay just built me up way too freaking, she built me up way too big, but hopefully I can bring something, you guys. And the funny thing is like, everything that everyone said, I was like, oh, I wanted to do that one-liner. I wanted to, you guys. This is all repetitive. This is all the same stuff we've been saying. We just have a little bit extra pep every single day because we're just getting really lit. And my palms are sweaty for Friday, you guys, with the guest. I'm so lit for that. That was super, super a good call on Shay's part, but we won't tell you who it is. But you guys, let's talk about Host Post. And this is perfect. And I don't want to be, I'm yellow. I don't want to be red. And like, sometimes I feel like people like view reds wrong. And like, I want you to hear my heart and don't think that I'm just a B word. But you guys, like Shay said, this is not the time to be complaining about oh man, it just makes me so frustrated when people are like, it doesn't work, it's not working, I posted a post, you guys, when in reality, when we actually dig deep and ask for the proof, you've only done 2. You've only messaged 20 people. So instead of looking and being a problem searcher, be a problem solver. I've said this multiple times, you guys, and you need to hear it again. Stop searching for more problems when things aren't going your way. And I'm just going to be honest and vulnerable. It made me a little embarrassed for a sec, but I'm like, it's okay, I'll share it anyways. Whenever they ask if anyone's enrolled, like, I have not enrolled someone yet. I know we're 48 hours in, that's okay. But I'm frustrated because I'm doing all of the things. I'm doing all the things and I haven't signed someone in 3 days. Yeah, that means on the last day of the month, I didn't sign someone and I got 16 host posts up. And even Zach was like, where are they at? Because Zach like places the customers for me. And I'm like, I don't know. But the thing is I can't be too mad because I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. But sometimes it just doesn't pay off right away, you guys. And so I want to talk to the people that are still doing the host posts every day. And you're like, I'm frustrated. Like Morgan felt last month. And it's funny she said that because now I'm like having to unfollow her because she's signing 60 bajillion customers 2 days after she's like, I'm at 5 for the month. And she's like, what are you doing? And then now everyone's like, what are you doing, Morgan? And it's just so frustrating sometimes. This business can be so frustrating. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I am fine. Like I'm like laughing at Morgan. I'm laughing at Shay. We've all had highs when other people have had lows. I love them. It's fine. But you guys, I'm okay. And I'm laughing about it because I'm not going to quit. So like, what's the point in complaining and stuff? Like, I don't have a timestamp on if I don't sign 50 customers by December 31st, I'm out and I'm getting a new job. So I'm just like, it's the name of the game, you guys. So if you're really frustrated and defeated and you're not doing anything, you're just throwing a fit. And there has to be a reason you're doing that. Is it because you have a timestamp on if you're going to stay or go? Okay, so let's talk about host posts, you guys. It's planning, like planning season, okay? And I know I just got talked about some of this on the Mayfield Zoom right before this, but you guys need to get like, there's this, I switch it up. Listen, I'm a lazy person. I love to be lazy. God made me this way and I just can't change it, okay? He wants me to be lazy. So to avoid being lazy in certain seasons of my life, I have to switch it up every other month. I can't do something for too long, which is why I'm still a little bit big too, but I'm working on it. But the Chaos Coordinator is what I'm using right now. One of my doubles, Ariane, loved it. And then I bought it for like a bunch of our leaders. And now I'm using it because my double, Savannah, said to use it. So we're all just using it for different reasons. But this is what I'm doing right now. And it's so funny because when Morgan talked about that, like 2 days ago, our triple diamond chat was lit up, just the conviction of like, I don't have something with all my names on it. So that was a super good exercise, but I just started this on Monday. So 11:30, and look at all those highlighted names. I got so many host posts up. So what I'm doing specifically, and you guys do what you got to do. Okay. Everyone has different methods, but for me, someone that's a little bit lazy, and sometimes when things get hard, I'm like, deuces, I don't need to do anything. If it's too hard, a confused mind says no. So what I'm doing with the Chaos Coordinator, there's basically 3 sections, one line, a little square at the bottom. If you guys want to make me speaker view, if I'm not, it'll be easier to see because I have my ring light on, so it's kind of bright. But I went back, you guys, to writing down every single person that said yes to host posting for me. Because here I have some bomb freaking, wow, almost dropped the A word. I have some bomb leaders that are really green under me, and they'll do like follow-up Zooms and all these things. And I'm like, I don't have anyone like in front of me to follow up with because I just opened up my messenger and it's a SHIT show. So I realized that was the missing piece with host to post. I was struggling to get host to post up because I wasn't even keeping track of everybody. So
hey, Rach, let me point something out real quick. How many of you guys?
I'm talking too fast?
No, this is a beautiful thing. It's not a bad thing. Okay. Plus you're doing amazing. And I love that you talk fast because it keeps everybody's attention. Okay. Here's the thing. I want you to drop A4 in the comments. If you, don't drop them yet because you have to listen to what I'm going to say. If you saw Morgan's planner and you were like, oh my gosh, that is such a good idea. I need to do that. Drop a 4. Now, I want you to drop a 5 if you did anything about it. The difference is between the people who are successful and the people who aren't is Rachel said, oh, I need to do that. And she freaking did it. Yeah. And she freaking did it. Okay, go on.
Okay, no, I really thought you were messing with me and you were gonna tell me to slow down, and then I was gonna literally like poop right here in my chair. But yeah, so this is what I needed to do, you guys. So if something is broke, fix it, right? We've been saying that a bunch too. Figure out what the issue is. There's no point in going to your upline and going to your hubby and going to your kids and it's like whining about it. And I'm saying that because I love to do that and it doesn't make me feel good. So I went back to this like literally 72 hours ago, so I'm fresh, but I went back to writing down everybody's name that said yes. And the reason why is because you guys, I mean, it gets too crazy if you're writing down everyone's name that you ever message, because not everyone's going to message you back. It's just buck wild and you're wasting time. So I started writing down everybody's name that said yes to hosting a post. And then if you see, this is from 3 days ago, 3 of these little turkeys didn't post for me. So now if I wanted to before bed, I could send them a message and be like, hey girlfriend, I'm going through entries. You have to secure yours. Did you want a different post? I don't see your post, like whatever. We have a bunch of different follow-ups, but I can see right there that there are 3 that didn't do it. But if I didn't write them down, I have to search for them in my messengers, and I'm talking turkeys, little turkeys. That's my nice way of saying like, get your SHIT together. But yeah, the ones that I highlighted are the ones that did it, okay? So my goal is to be able to flip through all of these and to have no man left behind, right? Just like Morgan's, she wants them to be scribbled out. She wants them to be highlighted. She wants basically we want our notebook to be beat up. That's what I want. Like I want this to be like ratchet, and I want them all. So anyways, that was really long for host to post, but that's host to post. The next one is my potential loyals. So like Morgan said too, I'm going to repeat this. She said this a couple days ago. It's not necessarily you're writing down everyone's name that you sent the TFX message to. It's when they conversate back with you guys. Because like, same thing with that. You're going to send people messages and they're not going to respond. Okay, so once they show interest back, their name goes down. And again, I was lacking the follow-up because I didn't have their names down. And then for me personally, Sav, my triple, sorry. Oh, she's triple. Sorry, Sav, I didn't mean to call you a double. But Sav puts her potential distributors down here, and I'm doing Coffee Cash because I just want to make Coffee Cash, and I have so many potential distributors, it just can't fit there. So that's what I'm doing, guys, every single day, and I'm looking at it, and I want to fill it up, and this is going to keep me accountable. And we're also doing 30 days hard, and we're trying to get a bunch of host posts up and all of the things. So when it comes to host to post, don't get mad when you're not getting comments. It's a numbers game, and I'm just going to be honest, and I don't want to speak this over anyone. I just want to call a spade right now. For me, and I know I'm not the only one on here, for me, it's like I'm having to get a bunch up to get the conversations. I'm having to get a bunch more up now than it would be in March or in September, but that doesn't mean I quit. I'm just like, damn, I'm gonna like just wake up a little bit earlier and I'm gonna get a bunch up. Okay, so I'm still doing TFX, but I'm also doing coffee. I'm just kind of feeling them out because honestly, I haven't had any host posts blow up in a minute, so I'm just like kind of dabbling in all of them. But what's really been helping me, you guys, is reminding myself host to post is for leads. Host to post is for people to come into your business. And so you guys should all be confident with your Facebooks in the sense of I'm posting every day and my business is open, my mouth is open, my business is open, right? If you're not, like Shay said, we were just talking this morning, we were like, people have no right to complain if they're not really talking about it works on their Facebooks. You're not doing all of the things, right? I am doing all of the things, and I can confidently say that. If you go to my Facebook right now, you know I love my husband, my kids, Jesus, it works, the products, my business, all of the things. They're there on my Facebook. So now when I do these host to posts and I add them to my friends, whether they sign up or not, they're on my Facebook now. One day they will join me. Maybe 60 bajillion join January 1st because people just want to get through the year. I don't know. That's not for me to decide. It's for me to get them to my network. So stop being so ticked off about what's happening right now. And again, I said this on the previous Zoom, just remember it takes time. Something else that I'm doing just to keep me busy. It's not necessarily resulting in customers, but with host to post, I'm not just doing all these TFX. Every day, the first 2 to 3 host posts I'm getting up is, we all call them something different. Partnered up, giveaway post, whatever. It's some version of me. My friend Rachel is giving away whatever, drop an emoji or the towel post, whatever it is. We're having other people post that giveaway post. Okay, I'm doing that right in the morning. And the reason being is because it blows up all day long. And then I get to dabble in their comments instead of having to figure out what am I going to post on my page? What am I going to cold message my friends list? I'm tired of that. Like, I'm really just not trying to do that this month. It's freaking exhausting. I want it to be overflowing so fast that I don't have to touch anything. Like Morgan. Morgan doesn't have to message for host posts because they're all coming to her because of the work she's doing. That's what I want to do with host posts on Facebook. So every single day for the past 72 hours, that's what I've been doing. And I have to, every single morning, I have 5,000 Facebook friends and I have to delete because that's how many new friends I'm getting accepted. It's happening so fast that it's almost comical that I have not signed someone yet this month, but it's, again, not up for me to decide. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but for some reason, I just haven't signed anyone yet this month, and that's okay. So just a couple tips. Don't get discouraged with no likes. Play around with those. Maybe it's a season of coffee. Maybe it's a season of hair, skin, and nails, you guys. I love host to post, but I'm always trying new things because you never know when you're going to invent the next one. And then the partnered up one, giveaway post, whatever, I'm having someone do it every single day because I know that the work I do right now is not necessarily supposed to pay off right now. If it does, it's extra credit. I will leave you guys with this. Just like Shay said, it's so motivating to me, and I hope you guys don't get defeated. You get motivated when we drop things like my newbie signed 40 customers last month. That shows that it's not dry. It's not dry out there, you guys. Your network is temporarily dry. And that's a thing, you can fix that. So don't be defeated in that. Just figure it out and just keep on going. But I have a girl, Daphne. I don't know if she's on here. Daphne's my new little baby. She calls me yes, ma'am. Every time she voice messages, she's so cute. She goes, yes, ma'am. And she's so cute. She signed 3 customers this month. 3 customers. She fell short 400 GV of Ruby last month. And she messaged me after one, I think the Zoom last night. I don't know if you guys, I wasn't on, and I think someone gave like a call to action. And she messaged me this morning. She said, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Help me game plan Ruby. What can we do? Yada, yada. And I was like, you're not doing anything wrong. You just fell short. And I'm sorry for that, but you're doing everything right. It just wasn't your time. And now she's like, projected to be at like 1,800 GV. And she signed 3 customers this month. 2 of them were for 83 GV, you guys. And she's like, good things are just happening really fast. And it's the second of the month. And I had a girl on Valerie. She went Ruby on the last day of the month. She's brand spanking new, signed 5 customers that day. So don't think that people don't have money. You just have to keep on going. So if you're new, message your upline instead of messaging Shay, Kim, Kelsey, Morgan, and being like, host post doesn't work. I messaged 50 people. Just be like, hey, look at this. This is the proof that I've had 10 people do this host to post. Is something wrong with it? You guys, I am so over the whining. I love you guys, but we are in the boom hustle for the new year. We don't have time to whine. So instead of being like, it's not working, be like, here's what I'm doing. See this so you know that I'm telling the truth. Now, how do we fix this? And then again, it can be a situation like Daphne where it's like, you're not doing anything wrong. We just have to do more of it. Or we can be like, I can fix like 5 things of this if you're open to my criticism, but there's a difference in the way you present it to your upline. And I really, really want to encourage you to do the higher route. Okay. So if you're on here and you're like, oh shit, oh shit, it's getting late. I just said it. But if you're like, oh shit, I'm the one she's talking about. I'm complaining about it all. We love you. Let's just try to be a little bit different in the way we go to our upline, and we will help you that much faster. So hopefully that's what you wanted, Shay.
So good. Okay, Kels, what else do you have to add, friend?
Well, here's the thing. This has been an odd Zoom with a lot of poop talk and chicken talk, and so I'm here for it. But I just want to add a couple of things. I mean, I say that, and you guys know how I am, so sometimes I go a little bit longer than I intend to. But one thing that I want you guys to hear what Rachel was saying was essentially that she is in love with the process. She's trusting the process. Okay. What do I mean by that? Is that her happiness in this business isn't dependent on the results. If you wait for your happiness to be dependent on the results, if you wait to feel like your business is successful based on the results, that will be very short-lived. And your business will be like you are getting whiplash, because you'll feel like, oh my God, everything's so good 1 second. Oh God, here it's halted. Oh gosh, everything's so good 1 second. Oh gosh, everything's halted. Here's the shift you need to make. You mentally need to understand that anytime your system is up and running, your KPI is up and running, you're giving yourself permission to be happy. Rachel's not worried that she's annoyed. She's not worried that she hasn't signed a customer. But she knows that because her system is up and running, she can go to bed happy and satisfied and knowing that she did the things and the customers will come. The distributors will come. And I want you guys, all of us on here are so freaking results oriented. And I'm not mad at you about that, but it will cause you to literally be drained mentally in this business. It can only last for so long. I want you to focus on the process that gives you the results. I promise you, for 30 days, if you do your KPIs every freaking day, you will not be messaging any of us for tips. We will be messaging you to hop on a Zoom. We will be asking you, hey, you're killing it. What can I do? What are you doing? I see your name in the system all the time. What are you doing? I want to know. And you're going to be like, all the stuff that you told me to do. And it's going to be really funny. But the amazing thing is that one thing that I did when I was in a lull in my business, when I just felt like, I don't know why I'm not enrolling. I feel like I'm doing all the things. This has happened 2 times that I've had really big aha moments. The first time is I was messaging, I think I was like a double diamond, and I remember going to Erin being like, I don't know what's happening. It's just not working like it was. Something's wrong. And I was having this like panic attack. Okay. Not really an actual panic attack, but I was just freaking out and mentally in my own head. And I felt like every single conversation wasn't working. And felt like I was doing the same. And Erin asked me, she was like, how many messages are you getting out? And I was like, I don't know, like the same amount that I was getting out. And she said, I want you to do me a favor. Instead of writing what your goals are each day, I want you to write what you actually did at the end of each day. And I want you to count them. And I'm going to tell you, I thought I was sending out like 100 messages. I was sending out like 30. And it's not because my intentions were bad, y'all. Like I felt like I was sending out 100, right? Sometimes it can feel like, dang, like that doesn't, I don't know. But I was literally underestimate or overestimating what I was actually doing. And so it can sometimes feel like you're working a lot more than you are. And so I encourage you to do that for 5 days. At the end of the day, go back and write down what you did. And one of two things is going to happen. Number one, you're going to go back and be like, oh, I didn't do as much as I thought I did. Or number two is going to happen and you're going to say, I've been doing so much work and I'm so proud of myself. And I know that the results are going to come. I don't really care which one you are, but do this exercise because it's going to give you the answers that you're looking for. Because here's the other thing I want to tell you is that nothing in life just happens to you. You create it. Okay? You create what is happening right now in your business. You've created it. It doesn't just happen. You're making it happen. Okay? And all of us, Grant Cardone talks about this in the 10X rule, and I don't know why, but I know some of you guys on here need to hear this. But you have to view success as an ethical obligation. You have to view it in the same way parents approach their duty to their children. Success is an honor, it's an obligation, and it's a priority. And here's the thing, is my kids don't give me another reason. They don't give me another reason to not be successful. They give me another reason to create success, not to avoid it or avoid working more. It's sheer motivation because not only now am I doing it for myself, I'm doing it for my kids, I'm doing it for my husband. You can't blame your family for keeping you from the success that you deserve. They should be the reason why you want to succeed. And here's the thing. No matter what's going on in your life right now, good things don't happen to victims. They don't. Bad things do quite frequently. You just have to ask a victim. Are you a victim? If I ask you right now, what's bad? What's happening in your life? You're going to give me a long list of all the things about many bad breaks and misfortunes that have happened to you. And they seem to just strike again and again and again and again. And here's the thing. There's 4 things that you'll know if you're a victim. This is number 1, bad things happen to them. Number 2, bad things happen often. Number 3, they're always involved. And number 4, somebody else is to blame. It's not their fault. Host to Post isn't working. It's just a season. Right? It's just a season. No, it's not. It's you. It's you. You're doing less. And I talked about this, I think last year on a Zoom with Morgan. And we were talking about how in this season of life, right now, Christmas, holidays, all the stuff going on, right? Right now, it can feel harder to work. Drop a 6 in the comments if it feels a little bit more difficult to be disciplined. If it just feels like, you know what, like I have to make more conscious decisions to work my business. Whereas before it kind of felt like, oh, it's just second nature. Now I have to make more conscious decisions because there's so many other things that I could be saying yes to. So inevitably your brain is going to tell you you're working more because it feels like it. But you're not. It just feels like you're working more because you have to make more conscious decisions. No, I don't need to go Christmas shopping right now. No, I don't need to be surfing the web on this. No, I don't need to be doing that. Right? But here's the thing. Success tends to bless those who are more committed to it. Success tends to happen to those who give it more attention. So stop distracting yourself from the work that you need to do. Right? And to everybody who's scared of the no's, let me just tell you, criticism always is going to precede admiration. It always comes before. You get criticized before you get admired. People will criticize you before you get admired. Like it or not, it goes hand in hand with success. And stop setting, I have to tell myself this too. Okay, this is for me just as much as what I'm about to say is for you. Stop setting realistic goals. You can get a realistic life without setting goals. If you want a realistic life, just don't set goals. That's what everybody else is living. Build yourself an unrealistic life. Set unrealistic goals. Do it and see what the heck happens. Okay, I'm done.
Y'all, was this fire or what? Every time we start this, I'm like, I don't know which direction this is gonna go, but I'm lit. And then it ends, and I'm like, whoa!
Can I say something real quick?
Back. What?
Hey, oh gosh, I'm not an interrupter. Love me. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say something real quick because I feel like why didn't we address the elephant in the room? The fact that Kelsey literally just got on a freaking plane. She's at a retreat, a bomb freaking retreat that we're all envious of. Didn't you just get there, Kelsey? And she's literally on the Zoom. She could have sat out like I sat out last night, and Kelsey's on here. So I just wanted to say, like, we show up to go up, and I think that's really cool. I would not be on here right now. So like, you guys just have bomb freaking leaders. Just had to say that.
I love it. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't mean to interrupt you. She came in hands up and everything.
Do you think they should wear their shades tomorrow or white?
Yep, I was about to say that. Everybody wear white and grab your sunshades because our future's too bright, okay?
Okay.
We're about to be groovy. Okay, so tomorrow, guys, I don't know what the title is tomorrow, but y'all don't want to miss it. I've been hyped about this one. I think Thursday's going to be one of the best ones, and I'm really freaking excited about it. But yeah, thank you, Kelsey, for being on this because I know that you're about to get some bomb tips. Make sure to text me of anything that you learn and everybody say hi. We have FOMO. But guys, I'm so excited for this, and I want y'all to take these tips because I want y'all to have lots and lots of numbers by the time we get to this enroll-a-thon because everything we're teaching you, we're going to have numbers because we've been doing the things we're teaching you. I want y'all to have numbers. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with, I'm proud of you 334 troopers that are still on. We've been doing this all week and grinding. But guys, December 29th, write it down, highlight it, put it on your notes, set an alarm. December 29th is when it is going down for our company. It's our 20th anniversary. They've been hyping it up all month. Even last month, they've been sharing what they're going to do. They're kind of dropping hints. Do not be the one when December 29th comes and they say whatever they're going to say and you say, shoot, I should have started when they told me to. I should have got on those trainings and done the things they said to do because you know what sucks? Being left behind. Really bad. It sucks really bad. And so when December 29th comes, I want y'all to be ready. I want y'all to have your planner out. I want y'all to have your notes out with your list of people and your tips that you took with your new distributors and your new customers and all the things under your belt that we gave you because we're setting you up for that. That's why we did this. It's because what's coming on December 29th and what's coming for conference, that's why we did this as the purpose. So I just wanted to remind y'all, let's freaking go. I'm really excited and I can't wait to see y'all in your white tomorrow. Make sure that you invite your teams, get them on here. We want to max this out because we want to be sharing it with as many people as possible. And don't forget about the surprise on Friday. You'll not want to miss and make sure you tell your teams about that. So we love y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow early at 8 and I can't wait to see y'all. Bye guys. Good night.